ልጆች ወደ እስኪጨርሱ ድረስ እንደተቀመጣችሁ ትቆዩ እየጠየቅን የበረራ አስተናጋጆቹ መጥተው እንደሚ
Beautiful people, welcome back to our platform, and thank you so much for joining today, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. As for me, I'm doing perfectly okay. So I came for sports. I will soon be going home now. If you are new here, my name is Milton Fonkwa. I'm a Cameroonian who lives in the Netherlands now. So I came here for studies, right? So if you want us to meet, please let us know. Where are you watching from? Those in Europe, you people should invite me. Oh, this is autumn break, but by the way, I have exams coming up. Anyways, this video is all about tourist visa to Sweden. Since most of you are saying that you do not have the money to use that you can use for japa, academic japa, right? Many people are asking me, Milton, is there no other way we can use to enter Sweden? Okay, this is the video, and there are 7 ways you can use to enter Sweden as part of the study pathway. But first, like I said, there are 7 other ways. This is the first one. There are still 6 others I'm going to talk about. So if you want to go to Sweden, you don't have money for studies because it's expensive or somehow, then you can use this method. You can use a tourist visa to Sweden. But remember, please listen to me attentively so you don't make errors. Remember, if you use the tourist visa to Sweden, this visa only gives you permission to live in Sweden and other Schengen member states for just 3 months, which is 90 days, right? Okay, now, are you moving to Sweden and after your visa expires, you will return back home? Is that your goal? If that is not your goal, there is no way you can actually apply for studies after this visa expires in Sweden. I have seen a couple of videos online. Some people say that, oh, when you use a short-term visa coming to Europe, you can change it as soon as you finish. You change it to school, take short-term courses, then enroll and apply. Look, it doesn't work that way in every country. So you have to be careful with what you take from the media. Do your own personal research. I have said it many times. Anything about Sweden, which is not located on the Migration Verkets website, please disregard it. Okay, if you watch a video, my video, watch other videos, do your own research. That is why I always give reference to the websites I use, which are the official websites for the Swedish officials. Now, Cameroonians, this particular visa type, visit visa or tourist visa, this is tourist visa by the way, to Sweden, you cannot get it from Nigeria. You should contact the embassy in Nairobi. But for study visas, you can move and apply from Abuja, Nigeria. Going further, what are the requirements for you to apply for tourist visa to Sweden? The first requirement you need is a passport. Please listen to me very attentively if you really want to follow this method. Your passport, your international passport, is the first document you need. Then remember, this passport must be valid for at least 3 months, right? When you come back from the trip in Sweden, like if you want to apply for a visa by December and you intend to move to Sweden by January, make sure you have January, February, March. This is a 3 months, okay, that may be given to you to stay in Sweden. Now, you still have extra 3 months that when you come back, this your passport should be valid. So March, April, May, June. So before you apply, make sure your passport will be expiring like that at least 3 months after you return from your trip. I hope this is clear. So the next document you need is a description of your purpose of the visit. Why are you visiting Sweden? Are you going as a tourist? Why are you visiting? You need to describe, put it in a writing format or put it down in form of the writing why you want to visit Sweden and what is the advantage, right, of you visiting Sweden. In fact, put everything in writing format. If you are visiting Sweden, where are you going to be visiting? You put it down. What is the day? Like this day and this day, I'm going to visit this place. This day and this day, I'm going to move to Gothenburg. On this particular date, I'm going to move to Uppsala. Or you understand, this is the description they are talking about, and this description must correlate. Every date must correlate. Don't say, oh, I want to travel from Cameroon to Sweden on the 9th of December and return on the 18th of December. And then when you are booking your flight, you go and tell them you want to return on the 20th. It shows that you don't even know what you want to do. Okay? If you have a problem and you need a one-on-one call with me about your japa process, please check the video description box and book a call with me, all right, so I can guide you if you wish. But otherwise, you have everything on this channel that you need and other places. Do your research, please, okay? And also check the Migration Vekers website. Those who want to study in Sweden, go to universityadmission.se. I have many videos about this already. Now, when you describe your purpose of visit, you need money, right? How much do you need per day as a visitor in Sweden? You need 450 krona per day in Sweden. And now, let's assume that if you are going for 14 days in Sweden, it means you need to multiply 450 times 14, right? This is just an example, which is going to give you 6,300. Remember, this is Swedish korona. Oh, I call it korona, but it's called krona. Now, how much is it in euros? It's 549 euros. 549 euros, right? That is the money you need for 14 days. Remember, that's the money you need for food and shelter, probably. Now, remember, as a visitor going to a country, the embassy wants to know that you have money for your flight, aller and retour. Now, calculate your flight ticket, add this money to it, this 549 euros, add the money to it. Then remember, the embassy also wants to see that when you go for your trip and come back, you will still have more money in your account to consume or to use for your feeding before you start working. So you also need to show them more money. That's why someone booked a call with me few days back. I think, no, not few days back, but last week. And her visa was rejected for a particular European country. So when I asked her about the money, she said she had 2 million. No. You need to prove to them that you have at least 2.5, 3 million or even more. And remember, sometimes they don't reject this visa because of the money you have. Sometimes they are rejecting it because the documents you supply to them does not actually correlate to show that this money is actually coming from a legit source. So you have to be very careful with all these things, guys. Now, I'm still coming to that. Relax. I know what you want to say. This is the proof of funds, okay? So as a Cameroonian, if I'm you, I will just show my proof of funds, which is equivalent to maybe 3.5 or 4 million or more. Okay, now remember, you need to also show where you are getting this money. Is it from your business? Is it from your job? Do you own a company or anything? Is it registered? Are you paying your tax? All these things must be there. Then also you need your medical insurance. Now, remember, this insurance for international students is different. Okay, for international students, you don't really need some type of insurance, but as a tourist, you need to do the insurance for European Union. Okay, the 30,000 insurance, 30,000 euros insurance. Now, this 30,000 euros insurance, okay, does not mean that you are going to give 30,000 euros to the insurance company. There is something they call the premium insurance. So that's what you are going to pay for. Please put this into consideration. Just go to the insurance company, ask them, tell them the duration you need the insurance for, and make sure the insurance starts from the day you are leaving your home country to the day you are entering your home country. Okay, don't buy an insurance maybe after you have traveled. No. It doesn't correspond. So everything you are doing, your insurance, your flight ticket, every date you are putting on the visa application form, I forgot that visa application form, you'll get it from the embassy's website. Everything must correlate and they must be the same. So please put this into consideration. Now, you need to also show the embassy that you have a proof to show that you will leave the country after your visit. Now, what are you going to show them as a proof that you will leave the country after your visit? Because you are applying for the visa, right? The tourist visa to Sweden. You need to show them that after your visit is over, you will have to return to your home country. What are you going to show them? Now, this is where ties back home comes in. Do you have a job? Do you have a job? Do you have a family? Do you have a business? All these things you need to show them. If you are on leave, maybe work leave, you bring your leave letter and show them. So please put all of this into consideration. This is a smart way for people who do not have money to study. For people who Odoro does not mean anything to them. Aduro or something. If you think Aduro does not mean anything to you, you are just looking for way to japa, these are the type of opportunities you should be applying for. But remember, sometimes, let me put it this way, sometimes travel history is very important. Sometimes without travel history, you may not get this. But I know people who got this type of visa, even in this country, the Netherlands. I know someone who've never traveled before, she got it, right? So it all depends. Some people are naturally lucky to get this thing. So put all of this into consideration. Then you also need your passport size photograph. Make sure that photograph is not older than 6 months, okay? Then also other documents like maybe your employment letter, your pay slips to show you own a salary, your leave letter, your landed properties, maybe your real estate documents and stuff like that. All of these, you can add them to the application, okay? If you have past visas, you've traveled before, scan all of them and add to the application. This is what Sweden wants to see, not just Sweden, but the entire EU. At least show them, if you don't have travel history, explain in your purpose that despite the fact that you haven't traveled before, but this trip is a very important trip to you, and of course you are going to abide to the EU laws or the laws of Sweden, and make sure you leave the country accordingly, because you have a job back home or a business when you have to come back and attend to stuff like that. You draft, you have to do research to do all of this, guys, okay? But make sure you put your documents. You may apply the first time and don't get it, of course it happens, and somebody applies and gets it. Things like that do happen, and I totally understand. So guys, I will leave you here. If you have a question, drop it below. But remember, I always say the academic pathway is the best pathway, but of course it is expensive, okay? It's always the best pathway, though it's expensive. So put this into consideration. We meet again in another one. Bye bye.